Chainlink just scored a major upgrade, and this is huge for Chainlink's price. And in this video, I have a shocking Chainlink price prediction, but let's talk about why is Chainlink pumping and what is this partnership that I'm alluding to? Well, first we can see the price action is just going nuts here. We're up 5% today. If you look at just the 24-hour chart, you can see we're in the middle of a pump as we speak. But what is the news with Chainlink and why exactly is it pumping today? Well, it's a massive partnership, maybe one of their largest ones ever, second only to their BlackRock partnership. And that's a partnership with Sony. Yes, that is right, the people that make your PlayStation. And Sony is rolling out the Sonium blockchain in partnership with Startail Labs. But what does this mean and what is this Sony blockchain? Well, Sony Group has announced the launch of its own blockchain dubbed Sonium. This will be followed by integration with various Sony projects. And here's where it's really exciting. It's going to be followed by an integration with various Sony products like Sony Bank. If you didn't know, they have a large foothold in the Japanese banking market, Sony Music, and Sony Pictures. So it looks like they got a full-fledged ecosystem brewing over there. It seems like a perfect marriage for a blockchain. But what's the Chainlink angle, and why is this huge for Chainlink, and what is this shocking price prediction? Well, I found this, near the bottom of the article. Chainlink's chief business officer, Johan Eid, also commented on the blockchain launch, stating that the launch of Selenium is a strong indication of ongoing developments in the blockchain space. Who's this Johan guy? If you didn't know, chief business officer at Chainlink, that is CBO, and he did a little bit of a tweet about it. But folks, I really had to pour into the articles to find what the heck is this guy talking about. And I want to give a shout out to Just Stopping By for putting his quote on my radar here. And folks, when I say I went to article after article, no article was mentioning this secret Chainlink partnership, and I finally found it after sleuthing on the internet for what felt like days on GamesBeat. And folks, this was buried at the very bottom of the article. Here you can see the article, Sony Group Startail unveils Sonium blockchain. So all the way at the literal bottom, like a paragraph from the very end, I found this. The launch of Sonium is a strong signal of the ongoing advancements taking place in the blockchain industry. This is from Johan, the chief business officer at Chainlink. In a statement, he also said, Sony Group and Startail's vision has the potential to extensively impact the current landscape. We're excited to see Sonium adopting Chainlink CCIP. This stands for Cross-Chain Interoperability Protocol. This is the language banks are going to be using to transact amongst themselves, similar to SWIFT, as its canonical cross-chain infrastructure. Chainlink data feeds will be accessible to developers through Chainlink Scale, along with functions and VRF to power a robust developer-friendly ecosystem. What the heck does that mean? Well, he broke it down just stopping by because Reddit has no idea what's going on, and this is in response to someone saying, this is bullish for Ethereum. He is explaining why, no, it is actually bullish for Chainlink. You can see him reposting the quote right there, but this is the statement that really is powerful. Sounds like they'll be joining Chainlink's Scale program, which is how they onboard new clients, and using almost every Chainlink service, including CCIP, as their bridge. I feel sorry for people who don't see it yet. LeMartin, he asks, well, what do you mean, why sorry? This is a perfect analogy. Using Chainlink is like getting hooked on crack from the best dealer in the city. They'll give you a good price at first, but if you continue using them, you'll have to pay up. If you leave due to price, you'll come crawling back and you'll be forced to pay whatever they want because they're the best dealer in town. Crackheads always want the best crack, and Chainlink has the good stuff. If you don't know what I meant, you will someday. Is that why I can't stop buying Link? Precisely. And hit that like button if you also can't help but be a Link Marine and you can't help but buying this Chainlink. But Chainlink, let's talk about price prediction because I have a shocking one and the charts are telling me why it's going to go there. Now, this is Chainlink's price right here. I want to first look at the market cap that it hit last cycle. Last cycle, Chainlink hit above $20 billion. My prediction for this cycle, I don't think it's going to go up 1.5x or even 2x. I think it's going to be close to a quadruple. I think it's going to be close to an $80 billion market cap around Q3, Q4 2025. Between BlackRock, between Sony, between it just kind of being the backbone of cryptocurrency oracles, Chainlink is poised to have a huge run. And if you think 80 billion is just not doable, well, 80 billion is where Solana hit last cycle. So if Solana can hit it in 2021, I think Chainlink can hit it in 2025. And now you might be asking yourself, well, this is huge news. Why is no one really talking about this Chainlink news? Well, this is dubious speculation. It could be because Chainlink works closely with BlackRock. If you were BlackRock, you knew you were going to be using a lot of Chainlink. Perhaps you're in the middle of accumulating your Chainlink. Would you want to scream from the rooftops, hey, everybody, Chainlink is undervalued at these prices? Or would you want to suppress positive news and then accumulate as much as you can? All right, well, let's dive into the charts. I said there's something I really need to show you folks, and it has to do with these yellow lines. Now, yes, we're going to be talking about some hidden divs, but the weekly chart is going to give us our exit time. And so we're going to look at this in 1 minute just to see when we should be exiting the market. Now, first, let's go to the 3-day chart. Now you see that these lines are forming hidden bullish divergences. Now this isn't extremely bullish. Extremely bullish would be the RSI being, much, much higher to the upside relative to what you're seeing with the price. But when you see the price heading down and then the RSI flat, that is what they call hidden bullish divergence. Now you can see the price, we're creating lower lows, but the RSI did not want to create a lower low, meaning the market was saying, hey, we are pressed down too low. I want this price to go higher. So let's back test this and see, well, what happened last time? We had a hidden bullish divergence. Here you can see the lows are heading lower and lower, while on the RSI, it was relatively flat. So let's measure this move because we did have a little bit of a pump. If you caught the wick, you got an awesome 60% pump. Let's just say you got in late, you're still able to get, a nice 30, 40% pump. And so we might see something similar here, maybe even stronger because the wick was stronger. And so maybe if we go up a little bit from the wick there, 50, 60%, you're still looking at some pretty incredible gains from here. And let's just say you jumped in late, you still got a little bit of a pump here, folks. And, I still think this horse has some moves ahead of it. Now, there might be volatility because it is a weekend and crypto markets have been dumping on Sunday nights lately. So you might have a good entry late Sunday, early Monday is what I'm seeing here in the cards. But I said there's something in the weekly that's going to tell us when to sell our Chainlink. Let's go ahead and look here. You'll see something, and we're looking at the RSI still. You'll see something cool happening with this bull run. Now, this bull run, ending at the peak right here, we peaked into overbought territory 5 distinct times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you look over here, we've only peaked into overbought territory twice. So I think there's going to be more peaks into overbought territory before we are done. But let's measure something because this is going to tell us when to sell our Chainlink, and it matches perfectly with my predictions for this cycle. And so if you look, when the first peak happened and we measure that to the all-time price high here, that took 735 days. So let's now measure from this first peak into overbought territory in 735 days. Now, hopefully this does better than a Boeing 735. Is that too soon? Can I say that? And you'll see that it's telling us to sell our Chainlink in October of 2025. And I've long been saying, I think Bitcoin is going to have its peak in September of 2025. And typically we see Bitcoin peak and then altcoins will peak about 30 days later. So this matches up perfectly for our exit strategy. So I'll be looking to exit most of my Chainlink around September, October, November of 2025. You don't want to time it exactly. You want to ladder in and you want to ladder out. So that's the Chainlink exit strategy for you. But if you're wondering what is our price prediction at an $80 billion market cap, you can look right here. We're at $7.2 billion. So you're looking at about a 10 or 11x from this level. And so you're looking at $120, $132 Chainlink. Now, I actually think it could go as high as 200 if BlackRock starts publicly signaling that they are bullish on Chainlink, because right now they're secretly signaling that they're bullish on Chainlink. But you're watching this video, BlackRock's bullish on it, Sony's bullish on it, DZ's bullish on it. The only question is, are you bullish on Chainlink? Maybe I'll see you in your link bags at the top.